Do 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 do. Hi everybody. How you doing? I am setting up the stream here and making sure that it gets broadcast properly on the correct channels. You can see my beard in full glory, although it's kind of well, the webcam is kind of old, so with the new computer, the old webcam kind of looks kind of shitty. I'm fine with it. I'm sure you guys are too. Just making sure that it's all good. Looks good to me. Let me just move this over here so I can get a better look at the chat. Great! Alright, let me make sure Restream is working correctly. Otherwise, I'm broadcasting to nobody. Online for Mixer and YouTube, sending data for Twitch. Which is probably fine. Usually Twitch is slow on the uptake. Come on, computer. There we go. Do 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 do. Wow! Hello, random characters followed by random characters. That's weird. Alright, so I do have to... I suppose I should probably make this warning when more people are here. I'll wait. But what I do need to do is pour myself some scotch. Scotchy scotch. I got Johnny Walker Red tonight. Went with the classic... Oh, crap. I can't open it. Classic country song drink. What the tits? There we go. That's better. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. Just keep on pouring it in. There. That ought to get me drunk. And then, of course, the cigar. The piece de resistance. Thing I've been waiting a long time for. This is a Perdomo Reserve Champagne. And on the back, the thing here says Corona Extra Champagne, so I'm wondering if Corona owns this cigar company. Hi, Wonder Woman. Welcome. Excuse me. If the microphone is too loud and I'm raping people's ears, please let me know, and I'll adjust the gains on it. It seemed like it was a little low when I was trying. I was like, hello, hello, and it was just barely hitting yellow. But I know that I cough, like, really loud, and that can rip people's ears out, so... Cheers, everybody! Oh, yeah. Rich. So, the wife and the kids are out of town for a few days. They left early this morning. Spooge says he can't hear me, but Wonder Woman says I'm good. I think it might be you, Spooge. Something wrong? Not sure. That's weird. So she left early this morning with the family, went to Florida to visit her mom, leaving me alone for 4 days. So I pulled down all the Christmas lights today, all the Christmas stuff. The tree's gone. I forgot a couple things in the hallway that I need to get and then put in the shed, but tore down Christmas, took me like 3 hours, and the whole thing's wrapped up and put in the shed. Then I went shopping. I got some stuff for chili. I made vegan chili today. Which turned out to be pretty damn good. The only thing it's missing is beef. Or at least turkey. Ground turkey meat would be good. We've almost entirely switched to ground turkey meat over the last couple of years. Just burger patties, we still have beef. Everything else is turkey. Except bacon or, anything like that. Yeah, 4 days. I wanted to get it all done in one day so that I could stream all day tomorrow. Which is what I plan to do. I plan to do a lot of live streaming tomorrow. I want to hit all the major ones, the Rim Worlds, and the... I may have an issue here. I think this cigar requires me to cut off the end. I do not have a cigar cutter, at least with me. I may have one inside somewhere. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. It does have like a little ring here. I think I can just peel it. There we go. Just peel it with your thumb. That works. It's got like a perforated edge. There we go. Ah, yeah. That's good. So yeah, so tomorrow live streaming, gonna hit all the majors. Sea of Thieves, I got a bunch of work to do in Sea of Thieves. I know it sounds like work. I got to get rid of a bunch of my quests for the Saturday event. So this coming Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be doing a race. Me and Blood Queen from the Sea of Thieves group that I'm in, the Thirsty Scalawags? Sweaty? Yeah, I think it's the Thirsty Scalawags. I should know this. Here, I'll look it up on my phone, because I don't want to be wrong about it when I'm promoting my stream over there. Doot. Yep, the Thirsty Scalawags. We're doing a race. 2v2. Me and Blood Queen versus Blood King, her husband, and somebody else. Now, I thought it was Fish, but now it sounds like it might be McNeo, so I might be teaming up against McNeo to get as much loot as we can in 2 hours. And should be fun. And whoever, there's also going to be like a canoe race. People sailing via rowboat from one end of the map to the other without any tools to navigate with except for the compass. So whoever wins the race, I guess, is going to win some loot. I'm not sure how it works. I'm not 100% sure. It's just for fun. It's an excuse for me to drink. Cheers, IFC. Thanks for buying the bathwater. It's weird that it's on both sides, but I'm fine with it. It's an excuse to play Sea of Thieves, have fun, drink, and do a little friendly competition. Dirty D, you know where my Santa hat is? Missing. I think I left it at the church when I was doing the Cub Scout Christmas party. I have not seen it for days. Thanks for following, Giordano. I need a new Santa hat. I almost stopped at Target today to see if there were any on clearance. Yeah, the one with the big ball smacking me in the face. I've only worn it once this December for a stream, and then I lost it. Oh, welcome, Gianluca Parini. Holy moly. Alright, I think I should light up. I think I should get this cigar on the road. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, left the Santa hat at church. Classic. Alright, here we go. Ah, yeah. That's the stuff. One of these and one of these. Well, I'm good. I think I missed the bottom ring a bit. I'll have to relight it. But it tastes pretty good to me. That's better. Had to spin it a bit. A lot of people speaking Italian on the Twitch side of things there. So, that's what you got to look forward to, guys. I'm going to stream a lot tomorrow. And then I'm going to stream again on Sunday night, Sea of Thieves. I may stream a little bit more throughout the weekend. Saturday, I expect to be out with my mother, helping her buy a new car. She's got a minivan, a Grand Caravan, and she is a 65-year-old lady with no kids other than me. You know, it's like she does not need a minivan for anything. And this thing, oh god, it's horrible. It's all of the stereotypical problems you would have with an old woman driving a massive car. So, for those of you who've never been here before, what I kind of do is I just hang out and chit-chat. Just talk about whatever's on my mind, and you guys can ask questions. And I pretty much answer everything. I may not answer the way you want, but no questions really off limits. But if you've ever had questions for me and you haven't thought of a good time to ask, or if you just think of something right now, go right ahead. You know, I bought this specific cigar because I fell for one of the oldest advertising tricks in the book. What is probably known as the chef special. I walked in there and I saw a sign. It was like, this is one of our employees' favorites, and it was the guy who owned the place who was like, put his name on it. You know, it's his favorite cigar or whatever. And I was like, yeah, sure, I don't know shit about cigars except that I like them. So I grabbed it, and then immediately upon getting home, I thought to myself, that's probably what he put up there because he couldn't sell any of them. Wow, a lot of new faces tonight. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Kind of a weird one to get started with, though. Usually I do games. RimWorld, Minecraft. Not so much Minecraft anymore. Well, I do the RL Craft. And I have a hardcore series. I haven't played Anarchy in a while, though. Thoughts on the 2B illegals patch? It was bound to happen. I mean, it happens every couple of months or years. House finds a plugin that works and bans illegals again, and then you gotta store them in your chests for God knows how long, and then a new version comes out or a new patch comes out, and suddenly Housemaster breaks everything and doesn't realize it, and people start bringing out their 32Ks and using them and shit. I actually have a video of me using a 32K once on some base mates. It was pretty cool. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but honestly, I don't know why he bothers to patch the illegals. It's not like they're server breaking. I understand patching things that cause the server to be laggy or cause people to get kicked or banned or book banned, you know. But if it's just like a hacked item that causes people to insta-kill you, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Hello to everybody that I haven't actually specifically singled out here. I see Barbados Bay. No, there's no D. It's just Barbaros Bay. Barbaros. Barbaros. That's it. Sorry. Barbaros Bay. I see Killer Soul Taker. Hello. Joe Cool 2012. Flares Man. A lot of new names I haven't seen before. Constantium should be on a 1.15 temp map in a day or so. Really? That might be interesting. I do like temp maps. Somebody at me in my Discord if Constantium goes to a temp map. I might bounce in there just to see what's going on. Hey, Just Rez. So we had a great Christmas. A couple of years back, we had some hard financial trouble, and we've kind of been struggling to get out of it ever since. And then we moved south, and that cost a lot of money, and just money problems always. But this year, things seemed to go okay, and we had money to spend, so we decided to spend it on Christmas. We don't get to spoil our kids a lot, so when it did come around to Christmas, we were like, yeah, let's spoil the kids. We got the grandparents to chip in some money for us to buy a play set, like an outdoor swing set and, clubhouse and slide type thing. We haven't bought it yet because we're hoping it goes down in price, and also I wasn't going to set that shit up alone. So probably in the next month we'll buy that. But the big gift, of course, if you haven't seen my Discord or you're not a member there, we got our middle child 2 bunny rabbits. Cute little bunnies. They're adorable. They're super sweet. And they're starting to figure out their pen. We've got a hutch that's off the ground and like a ramp that you have to climb to get into it. And they both figured out how to climb the ramp today. One of them knows how to get down. I don't think the other one knows how to get down yet. I am reading chat. I'm just a little bit behind, that's all. So 1.14 was never stable enough for Anarchy servers, but 1.15 is? Interesting. Oh, sorry. Those of you in Twitch are probably not familiar with the fact I run Restream, so I'm streaming to multiple platforms at once. So I have a large audience on YouTube. My Twitch is fairly unknown, but I have I have about 3,000 followers, actually 4,000 followers on YouTube, which is where most of the streaming I do show. I've been doing Restream for a couple months now. It's been working great, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Wow, a lot of people popping in. Don't think Whitelist will be on the temp map. Ooh. Well, I hope so. I hope that future versions of Minecraft target performance. I mean, I don't play it a lot anymore. I've played Minecraft for 10 years, so it's kind of like I'm not over it, but I don't get the urge to play Minecraft like I do other games. Did anybody out there, other than Wonder Woman, who absolutely saw it, anybody out there see the new Star Wars movie? I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything. In fact, I have a friend at work who I'm like, oh, I saw the new Star Wars movie. And she's like, that's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear if you liked it. I don't want to hear if you hated it. I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth. You saw it. That's all I know. We'll talk about it after Christmas. No, we're not going to eat the rabbits. How dare you? They're pets. They have names. They're Oreo and Snuggles. The kids named them. Well, Alex, my son, mainly. Or not marijuana. I don't need... Wow, that went up my nose. Sorry about that. Wow. Whew, that burned. I don't need marijuana. I got plenty of drug right here, Scotch. Scotch and a good old-fashioned cigar. Perdomo Reserve. It's good. By the time I get to the end of the cigar, it'll feel like I'm high anyway. The nicotine will knock me out. And then I'm going to go play Sea of Thieves, because that game's fucking awesome. By the way, Wonder Woman, yes, you should definitely get Sea of Thieves. Wait for it to go on sale, because I wouldn't pay the 60 or 50 bucks for it, because I'm cheap. I mean, it's worth it now, definitely, because they've made so many improvements. And I was watching a YouTuber who does primarily Sea of Thieves, Captain Falcor. He's great. He said that he is privy to some of the changes that are coming in 2020. He says they're great, but he can't talk about them. So I'm looking forward to it. But I do love Sea of Thieves. It is a good time. I told my wife, told Dr. Wifey the other day, I'm like, I think pirates is my favorite theme. Like space wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all that shit, Western, robots. I think pirates is my favorite theme. I think pirate games just hit me in the right way. I don't know why. Which is funny, I haven't even seen all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I didn't see like the last two. Put your mouth on the other end of the cigar, no balls. Burn my tongue off. Rip. Right over the camera. That's fun. When is it going on sale for PC? I might get it again from Steam. Honestly, does Steam even hold it? I play it through the Xbox app because it's a Microsoft-owned title. But I don't know when it goes on sale. It's seemingly random. It might be on sale now. I mean, it is Christmas, and they like to put shit on... Everyone likes to put shit on sale after Christmas because that's when the gift cards are up, you know? I didn't get any Steam gift points this year. I've been looking at my Steam wish list, and I'm like, everything on there, I'm just like, it's just a little too expensive for what I'd be willing to pay. Hey, Silver Gurgle. Wow, my bad. I blame the Scotch. What do you got? Give me a question. But yeah, Sea of Thieves. Fucking great. That answered my question. Amazing. Alright. Oh, man. I have regrets. Life regrets. Specifically, because I have those kids, I don't watch many of the movies that I'm interested in. I've never seen the Hobbit movies. Like, I've seen the opening scene for the first one, and that's about it. Like, and I'm like, I loved Lord of the Rings. Watched it in the theaters. Watched it, you know, the extended edition at home. Marathoned it. But I have not seen The Hobbit. And The Hobbit was a way better book than any of the Lord of the Rings novels were, I thought, personally. Because it was quick, you know, one book straight through. I'm terrible. In fact, I just started watching The Mandalorian today while I was cooking my chili. Sat down, watched The Mandalorian, got the first 2 episodes done. About to start the third. It's good. I like The Mandalorian. That's no surprise. Everybody loves it. The Mandalorian is like... I heard someone describe it as the seedy underbelly of living in the Star Wars universe without wizards constantly fucking things up. But between The Mandalorian and Rise of Skywalker, I really want to get back into the Star Wars MMO, but I hate MMOs. But I really like Star Wars now. It's all up in my business. Favorite game? Kite Man. Excellent question. I could talk for hours about games, which ones I've loved, which ones are the best for different genres. Let's go with that one. I know there's a ton of other great stuff coming up here, but I wanted to talk about this one. Maybe Yoda. So my favorite game of all time, my hands down favorite game, the one I keep coming back to, is XCOM: Terror from the Deep. The original XCOM. Hold on. By the way, I should preface this. I should warn you guys. My wife is having a terrible time. She lost something important to my oldest, and she feels incredibly guilty about it. So if she calls me, stream's over. I'm bouncing. I'm not getting in trouble. Not again with her for me not answering her call. In fact, I should text her back just so she knows I'm still listening. But I absolutely, if she calls me, I'll just be like, "Bye, guys," and to cut. I'll put a filler screen up or something. I don't even think I have one on this laptop that I'm using. But I'll come back as soon as I'm done, or I'll move on to Sea of Thieves later. If she calls me, if she needs to talk to me. But, so, XCOM, Terror from the Deep, the original from the 90s, early 90s, maybe late 80s even? I think it was early 90s. Great fucking game. And the new XCOM games are also good. Especially when you add the War of the Chosen expansion onto XCOM 2. I had a blast with it. I was trying to play hardcore, like, Iron Man. I think I save scummed only when I knew it was going to wipe my entire team. And then after the first few missions, you don't need to save scum anymore. I've got to do it Iron Man. Maybe I'll do it. I would say maybe I'll do it for stream. I'm never going to do it for stream. That's a game I only play by myself because you don't want to see me rage. Sorry about this. This is terrible content. But I gotta take care of the wife. She's number one. If I had to say what is the greatest game of all time, though, it would be Minecraft. I mean, it's had such an impact on gaming, on streaming, on fan interaction. I don't know that any other game that had come out at the same time that streaming was starting to become big would have had the impact. I think Minecraft is timeless. You'll be talking about Minecraft 30 years from now. Just like people talk about Super Mario or Tetris or, other games that really made an impact. Yeah, my wife is freaking out about this thing that she lost. So, Hobbit films are pretty good, but not quite as good as Lord of the Rings. That's possible. The Lord of the Rings films were great. Very good. I want to see the Hobbit films. I'll force my kids to watch them sometime. I finally got my son into Star Wars by making him watch... Well, not making, by recommending that he watch The Mandalorian. And he fucking binged The Mandalorian. So he's seen them all. I haven't seen them. Lucky bastard. To be young. Thanks, Silver Gurgle. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you're on YouTube, make sure to like the stream. They're both missing. Something else. So I guarantee she just didn't look where I told her to look. I said, it's in this bag, and she didn't look. And she said, no, it's freaking out about other stuff. Just Res says, I would love to see your rage. Maybe I'll do a stream of XCOM 2 then. Actually, I have another great rage game called Ikaruga, if you've ever heard of it. I bought it when it was $5 on Steam. I played it when it was on the GameCube, I think. I think I rented it. I don't own it, but I played it. That's what really confuses me. Ikaruga is one of those like bullet hell games where you're flying a spaceship and fucking there's two colors. I have it installed on Steam. I'm waiting for a day for me to play it. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. The only other thing that's made me rage... Well, no, I rage hard at first-person shooters. When people kill me and I think it's bullshit, I just start screaming. It's so bad. But, of course, Bennett Foddy I have, and people have seen me lose my shit at that. What exactly went missing? Yeah, I can answer that. It's we call it Lovey, but it's a blanket. A tiny little, like, washcloth blanket that my son has had since he was a baby. It's one of those things, it's like a comfort item that helps him sleep. And my wife is convinced that it fell out of the car at a gas station, and I'm telling her, I'm like, it's gotta be in the car. If he says he had it, it's in the car. But, like, I don't know. He says he had it in the car. I say that it probably was in the towel bag. She can't. It's fucking ridiculous. I wish I was there to help, but I'm glad I'm here. Glad I'm not. This is my vacation. Being alone with no kids, no wife, get to do whatever I want. It's fucking great. She loves it too because I get a lot of chores done, and then I feel happier when she comes home. Minecraft is perfect for streaming because it allows you to tell any story you want. And in a way that is convincing and real, and like I want to say I grew up with. It's been 10 years almost. Oh, I guess 7. But I first started watching YouTube gaming videos with the Yogscast, and they started with their Minecraft series, and I was doing Minecraft videos before that. If I had more free time, if I was 5 years younger, if I was in college when it became big, I think I would have pushed more effort into making my YouTube channel successful, and I think I would have done okay. I feel like I have the personality that people enjoy, as somebody who's honest and open and real. Nah, she didn't go back to the gas station. I called them and asked. They said they didn't have it. So, and the girl even went outside and looked. I swear it's in the car. It's got to be. Oh, God. Didn't sleep for weeks. Ugh, Jesus. Yeah. Cigar. Scotch. It's getting to me. This is the life. I would do this every day if I didn't have kids. Didn't have a family. If I lived alone, if I was a sad, lonely person who never convinced a woman that I was worth marrying, I would probably drink scotch and smoke a cigar on the back porch every day. I don't regret my decisions. I'm very happy with what I've got. I'd also play a lot more Dungeons & Dragons. It is hard as hell to get 4 or 5 adults around a table. My God. Like, we can only do Friday or Saturday. Really, Saturday, because my wife doesn't like me to do it on Friday. And some people have work schedules that go into the weekends, and some people have football teams they want to watch live, and that interferes with it. And other people have kids, me. It's so tough. I'm trying to get something for January. I know we talked about doing a D&D stream with fans, and it like always fell through. And the fact is, it's me. I can't seem to commit to getting that out there. And I know James Molinar specifically wanted to play. James was willing to drive down to my town. He lives in the same state I do. James was like, I will drive down the 2 hours to play D&D with you. I'm like, dude, it's not worth it. Like, I'm a good DM. I love playing D&D, but 2 hours front and back, no way, man. It's not worth it. You know, I never played Tomb Raider. Not once. Favorite game for single-player campaign? Ooh, God. You know, I really liked Soul Reaver. And the games that were tied in with it. Oh, hell. What's the one where you play the bad guy? I want to say it was Blood Rain, but that doesn't seem right. Maybe it was. Soul Reaver was good. I really liked it. And of course, Portal 2 has an excellent... well, Portal 1 really had a great campaign. Portal 2 was even better, I think. Alright, she's out to dinner, I think. Which is why she's not able to look about. Legacy of Kain! Thank you, Dirty D! Yes, that's the one. Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain, I thought was excellent. Yeah, Dirty D agrees. Yeah, I never played Tomb Raider, but that game I really liked. Soul Reaver was awesome, yeah. And it had a really good campaign. And the one that... Fuck, I don't even know if they made another one after the one that I ended, but it ended on such a... like a cliffhanger that I was like kind of peeved. So back to favorite games. So XCOM 2, Terror from the Deep, hands down, excellent game. You can get it on, you know, GOG, or you can probably get it on, you know, Pirate Bay if you really don't want to spend any money. And the graphics, of course, are old and painful to look at, but the gameplay is solid. It's gorgeous. It's just fucking great. As far as turn-based strategy goes, I really like a game called Master of Magic. Master of Magic was like Civilization if you could summon mythical creatures, and there were 10 different races. Fuck, there were more than 10. I think there were like a dozen or more. Each with their own special units. And I play Master of Magic. I play it at work in a little window, a tiny little window over in the corner, so I can play the game and then do some work, and then play the game and then do some work. And nobody can tell because it's a tiny little window. Master of Magic, definitely look that one up. That one's good too. That for a long time was my favorite strategy game, and then XCOM 2 was my favorite game of all time, and Minecraft, probably the most influential game of all time. I played a shit ton of Quake. Quake was good because of the modding community. Really made it awesome. Quake, of course, was my first experience with Capture the Flag, team-based Capture the Flag, and clans. I was 13 when I joined a Capture the Flag clan on M-Player, it was called. It was like the precursor to Steam. And that was fucking... I had many amazing hours there. Diablo 2, I had many... I played that for... fucking hours and hours and hours. Yeah, it's 8-bit. Well, I don't think it's 8-bit. Probably like 16-bit. It's old graphics, man. If you can stomach how it looks, XCOM 2 has the longevity of a really deep, rich strategy game. You gotta I mean, if you played the latest XCOM, you kind of get the same basic understanding, but XCOM 2 had more base building, and the old one, Terror from the Deep, more base building, and the research tree was longer, and it felt more important. But with War of the Chosen, the expansion for the latest XCOM 2, the new one, it made it a really decent game. Half-Life, man. Half-Life was one of those games that I actually screamed at in fear. And it was the part of the game where you get the crossbow. You walk out onto this platform, and you get the crossbow, and the platform drops, and it dunks you into water, and there's this huge, like, shark beast, and I didn't see it coming. Like, I had no idea it was about to happen, and I was playing with my friend standing next to me, watching me play, and we just started screaming. Ah, ah, ah. It was fucking great. But Half-Life was good, man. Half-Life, the modding community for that definitely held up as well. Loved Half-Life. And then, yeah, I probably won't play the new Half-Life game that they announced, Alex or whatever. It's not really my deal. Oh, God. Thanks for subscribing, Mr. Sander Matthew. Or following, I guess, Twitch. Same deal. The Scotch and Cigar is hitting me, and I love it. Because I only get this like twice a year, and it's fucking great. I bought 2 cigars. I plan to smoke the other one just for fucking kicks. I mean, maybe I could do this again if you guys really enjoy it. I get a lot of views and a lot of chatting, so I kind of enjoy being able to interact with you guys without constantly worrying about what's going on the screen, what I'm doing. I enjoy playing 1 Hour, One Life, but, like, I can't read chat when I play that game, or I'm gonna fucking die. Or fuck up, do something horrible. Hey, Solowide! Yes, I am getting fucked up, and I enjoy it. Get fucked up tonight, and then sail the seas. Rob some pirates. Filthy pirates. Fucking... I really want to actually... The last, like, maybe dozen engagements I've had on Sea of Thieves have not gone in my favor. Either the other pirates have escaped, or I've been fucking owned. In fact, about a week ago, I was playing by myself, like, quietly, offline, wasn't streaming, and this pair of guys on a sloop were just raping me. And they were taunting me in chat. They're like, oh, we're gonna fuck you up. You should, you should have surrendered. And I'm like, dude, what? I have nothing. I have no loot at all. And they're fighting me, and I'm just fighting back. I'm building my ship back. I'm trying to sail away. They're just toying with me. If they wanted to, they could have sank me. But they didn't. They're just, like, letting me live. And they're like, I got all fucking day, man. I can do this all day. And finally, I'm just like, whatever. I sunk my ship. I did the scuttle. Unfortunately, I had to leave before I could finish what I wanted to do, which was dig up an ashen chest. And then I would have gotten a key pretty quickly and got the, Fuck, man. I wanted to complete all the ashen chest achievements in the latest patch. But I've only gotten 1 book. I got it like 3 times. I want to get the other books because I can unlock sweet fiery gear. Like flaming, gear. And I want that shit because that's the theme I usually run with. As I run with the flaming sails, I run with the burning, ashen cannons and shit. Like, I want the equipment to go with it, but fuck. I don't. I'll try to get it tomorrow or tonight even. I hope I can get somebody to sail with me tonight. I'd love to go in a galley or brig. I'm sick of a sloop. I wanna take somebody! Fucking sink some asshole in the sea and steal their loot, man. That's what being a pirate's all about. Oh, man. Black Mesa. Worst game I've ever played in this decade. Oh, that's a tough one, because I don't remember the games that were bad. I just play them once and I forget them. Okay, I gotta give it forgiveness because it's early alpha, and I played it for a stream, so you could actually go watch how this worked. It was Outback Survival. It's clearly not ready for mainstream. I think the guys, or one of the guys who made it, I'm going to pour myself some more scotch, if you know what I'm saying. Get a little more scotch in me. I got a walker. Outback Survival was so funny. It was so bad that it made me laugh hysterically. If you want to check out that stream, you should go and look it up on my YouTube. Fucking Outback Survival. It was bad. Chop, why are you pissed, man? What's wrong? Tell me. Yeah. I may need to take a quick nap before I do the Sea of Thieves stream. Oh, I'm all buzzed from the alcohol and the nicotine. It's really good. Ugh. Alien that came out 3 years back because the control lag was so bad. I did not enjoy the Alien fucking game that everybody loved. Isolation. I played that for a stream and I rage quit it because I could not get past this one part. I'm like, dude, I want to play Alien Isolation so I feel alone, and there's fucking aliens attacking me. And I get stuck on this fucking... I don't know if you could call it a quest. This mission where these fucking humans are walking around with guns, and if they see you, they fuck you up. It's just so annoying. I could not handle it. I haven't played since. And I was pissed off. Chop didn't know I was streaming. Sorry, dude. You can check my Twitter, my Discord, my, I don't know, YouTube sometimes alerts people. Johnny Walker Red, saw the wide. I think I may have shown it off a second ago. You probably asked the question right before I poured myself another one. Red Label, Johnny Walker. Scotch, good. Cigar, good. Doc, happy, relaxed, chilling. Wife, not calling, even, still good. That was it, Doc. I couldn't play it because the control scheme was so bad, huh? It's been so long since I played it, I think I would have to start over because the control... And it took so long to get anything interesting. It was like do this basic shit. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to install the latest Windows update. No, tonight. Yes. Yeah, okay, go away, dude. Oxy, how you doing, buddy? I did have a great Christmas. For me, for being a 30-plus-year-old with kids, Christmas is all about making your kids happy. Like, if you can make them have a magical moment, that fucking seals it. And when we brought the bunnies out, he had no idea. We told him for weeks it was impossible. We're like, we can't get bunnies. Where are we going to keep the bunnies? Can't keep them inside. We don't have anywhere to put them outside. Can't have a bunny. You're not ready for a bunny. And all the time, we knew we were getting him a fucking bunny. Like, we bought a hutch, which is basically a giant bunny pen, if you guys don't know. And I stuck it behind the shed, and I covered it with a tarp. And I said, guys, don't touch the tarp behind the shed. I bought gardening tools. And they were like, gardening tools? That's boring. And they left it completely alone. And then we got him a box. We pulled A Christmas Story. Here we go. This is going to be a long story. We pulled the A Christmas Story. So if you are familiar with the movie A Christmas Story, first off, you should be if you haven't. But in that movie, the kid wants a BB gun. And his parents are like, no, I'm not going to get you a BB gun. His mother, at least, is like, no, you're going to shoot your eye out. You can't get a BB gun. It's not good for you. But at the climax of the movie, it's Christmas morning, and the kids are opening up all their gifts. And, of course, the kid doesn't get a BB gun. And he's like... a little disappointed, but he's, it's Christmas, I got a bunch of cool toys. And then his dad is like, hey, wait, what's that over there behind the desk? I think there's a present over there. And the kid opens it up, and it's a fucking BB gun! It's the one he wanted, and his dad is all, like, super excited. He's like, I had one when I was his age. It's great. It's a great movie, you should watch it. Basically, that movie is Christmas for us, and clearly for a lot of people, because... it runs like 24 hours a day, like Christmas Eve. They do like a back-to-back marathon on like 2 different major channels. And then they all go to Chinese food for dinner because the turkey gets eaten. And we do Chinese food dinner. Like, that's where we went for Christmas dinner. We went to the Chinese buffet, and it was great. So we did the same thing. The kids opened up all their gifts, and then my wife is like... what's that present over there hidden in the corner? Do you see that present? Oh, it's one of Alex's. We must have forgot it. And for some reason, the kids don't get it. Like, they don't know that this is the gift. And so I sneak out to the garage and I grab the 2 bunnies. And he asked for a bunny. 1 bunny. But bunnies are social animals. And they need companionship constantly. Otherwise, they get freaked out when anything happens and they panic. So we bought 2 bunnies. And I come in with a bunny, and my mom has a bunny in her hands, and we're waiting in the kitchen, waiting for him to open this gift. And inside the box is a bunch of bunny stuff. There's treats, there's a litter pen, and there's a book. It's like, how do you raise your bunny? What do you do with your bunny? And there's a little stuffed bunny. And my wife is like, oh, look, you got a bunny, a stuffed bunny. Isn't that great? And he's like, yeah. And then I bring the bunny in, and I'm like, you can't have a bunny. You have to have 2 bunnies. And the kids lose their shit. They start crying. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I made my kids cry on Christmas. That's how you know you did a good job. So he loved his bunnies. He named them Oreo and Snuggles. Oreo, of course, is black and white, and Snuggles is all black. And the reason it's Snuggles is because it like, I gave it to my wife, and it like rubbed up right against her cheek, and she was just like petting it, and she's like, "Oh, I love the Snuggles," and he was like, "That's it. It's his name, Snuggles." So that was the highlight of Christmas, getting them bunnies, and now I have to take care of the bunnies while they're all away, and the bunnies love me, and they're great. I love bunnies. I love them. They're great. They're super cute, and they learned how to go up the ladder into their hutch, because the hutch sits on top of a wired-in fence, so they can come down and graze and eat all the weeds and shit, and then they go up in the hutch when they're scared or when they're sleeping. So they're doing good. They're having a good time. Chop got a muzzle loader. Muzzle loaders are good. Muzzle loader, if you guys don't know, is an old gun where you load the powder and the bullet in the top. Muzzle loaders are great because you can go hunting about 2 weeks before anybody else. Like, you go hunting during the bow season, at least for most states anyway. You get to go hunting early, and if you go hunting early, you get the better selection of deer that wander by. Deer, by the way, if you don't know, are stupid. They're like rats of the forest. They're dumb. They will stare at you while you are lining up a shot. Like, their vision is black and white. It's all motion based, so if you don't move much, they don't know you're there. And they're curious, so if you snore, if you fall asleep and snore, they'll come up to you to figure out what's making this weird noise. They have no self-preservation. I gotta message the wife. Having trouble typing because, of course, I'm kind of drunk. Alright, sorry, I gotta catch up on all the massive amounts of text. I apologize. Whew. TNT, yeah, TNT plays it nonstop. That's one of our most... we watched a shit ton of Christmas movies this year. That was our Christmas thing. And Christmas Story is one of the top ones. Hello, Untrapping. Welcome. Keep Bennett away from Snuggles. Yeah, he's gonna fuck him. He's a fucking bastard. Getting your kid a laptop? Totally. Yep. I don't trust my kids with... Well, my one son has a laptop, but he can't use it because he constantly gets it taken away for being a shit. But man, I have to have the talk with 7-year-olds. This is the internet. It's a bad and scary place. When I was young, it was less bad and scary, but you had to learn by fire. You had to get a virus to understand not to click on shit. You had to have an old dude ask you to see your penis before you stopped talking to old dudes. You know what I mean? So, but now it's it's so much worse. I read this article about a person who pretends to be a young girl, a woman, a 30-year-old woman, pretends to be an 11-year-old girl in order to get evidence of child molesters to get them sent to prison. And it was just sick. She's like, oh, I posted a picture on Instagram, an innocent picture of me holding a cup of coffee, talking about meeting my friends tonight, and within 5 minutes, a pervert messages her asking to see her pussy. It's ridiculous. It's scary out there. Someone's behind me. Fucking my wall. Oh man, the warm weather maggot-filled deer. Oof. My father shot a deer once that had been hit by an arrow a couple weeks earlier and didn't die. The butcher said it was so filled with gangrene he could only get 5 pounds of meat from it. God, I miss hunting. I gotta... Uh-oh. My cigar went out! Oh no! Welcome, Hasselad und Fett. Oh, yeah. Whew! I don't know what I did before cigars, man. I can't even remember the first cigar I had. No, I can. I remember. It was in college. It's a great story. I should tell it. 15-year-old got a laptop, 5-year-old got a 3DS. Yeah, our kids love their DSs. Especially good for trips like the one they just took down to Florida. Yeah, I know. The cigar went out. What a douche move. Just Rez, somebody's trolling me. Sponge is trolling me, trying to get me to freak out. Like, someone's behind me. Amaretto. Yeah. Oxy, do it, man. You don't have any kids. You can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want. Alright. The cigar story. So, okay. Fuck, man. I got a lot of great stories. I think I'm a great storyteller. I think that's what makes me a decent YouTuber. The very first cigar that I ever had was at college. And I was playing D&D in the student rec union. So we had a massive D&D club. I went to RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology. And, of course, there are a lot of nerds at RIT. Go figure. So it was a pretty big club. And I was playing D&D, and I got killed. Like, my character was fucking dead. So I stood up, and, you know, I'm like, alright, that's cool. I died. It happens. So I'm like, I'm going to be out for, you know, the next hour. I'll come back at the end. And I'm wandering around, I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, I walk by the, like, student, like, shop, like, the little, like, candy store they had there. And I look up, and I see that they have cigars and cigarettes. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm 18. I can buy a cigar. So I bought a Philly blunt. I think these things were a quarter. I think they were 25 cents or 50 cents or some cheap shit. They were literally like pieces of cardboard inside of one tobacco leaf. It was bad. The reason you bought Philly blunts was so that you could hollow them out, put marijuana in it, and smoke it. Like, nobody bought them to smoke them. I bought a Philly blunt, and I stood outside the student union, and I'm like, I'm smoking a stogie! And it was so ridiculous. And I went back to my dorm. Not even dorm, it was, I had an apartment at the time, but it was on campus. I went back to my apartment on campus, and I'm like, Stacy, who was a friend of mine, Stacy, I smoked a stogie. And she's like, what? I want a stogie. So we went back and bought more Philly blunts and smoked them and walked around campus like, this is terrible. It was hilarious. And we talked about that for weeks and weeks. Like, the time we smoked a stogie. It was great. I didn't smoke a good cigar till I went on my cruise for my honeymoon. And then I got a Cuban cigar when I was in Grand Cayman. And probably got taken, honestly. The dude sold me a cigar for $10. It was probably cheap. But it was better than anything I'd ever had at the time, because I smoked like Dutch Masters and Phillies blunts. It was basically paper. I agree with you, Chop. It was bad. But my first real good cigar was from Grand Cayman, $10, and good. Now I spent $10 on a cigar, and I'm like, whatever, it's a cigar, a random cigar. $10 was the cheap one, you know what I mean? Like, there were cigars in there that were... I went to a cigar shop today. There were cigars in there that were $20, $30. You know, $10 is my limit. Now, this cigar is good. You know what I mean? This is a decent cigar. And I got another cigar in the house that's even better, I think. I suspect it probably tastes even better. Dominican tobacco, that's what I want. Because it's like Cuban, but legal and cheaper. And, you know, it's just as good. It'll knock me on my ass. I had a Dominican cigar, well, several, when I was in the Dominican. I went to Punta Cana for my 10-year anniversary, which is a resort town, basically. So we stayed at an all-inclusive resort, drank our asses off, drunk the whole time. Woke up, drunk, went to get a drink. You know what I mean? It was great. And I smoked some Dominican cigars there and had some drinks handed to me constantly. It was the best fucking time. If you ever get the chance to go to an all-inclusive resort in the Dominican, I highly recommend it. I see the LMAOs. Yeah, Oxy, that'll do it, man. A girlfriend that doesn't want you to smoke. You gotta wait for a weekend when she's not around. Like I'm doing right now, honey. Now, I live in the South now, and tobacco is a big crop down here, of course, but I've heard, and I believe, that American tobacco does not make for good cigars. If you want good cigars, you got to get Ecuadorian, Dominican, Cuban, South American, Central American countries. So, American tobacco does not cut it. It's good for cigarettes. Fuck, this is great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be smoking a cigar, drinking scotch on my porch, hanging out with you guys. Never get a cheap cigar for your first time. I gotta admit, it was like a good 5-6 years before I smoked another one that was worth anything. Whew. Don't get something terribly expensive. Yeah, I agree. Man, I was in there and I was looking around. There's a place called, well, I can't tell you the place because I don't want to dox myself. But it was basically a cigar shop, like a big one, that like a massive barn. They have a lounge. You can become a member of their club, and you can drink scotch and smoke cigars, which sounds great. But honestly, I like smoking and talking to you guys. But they had a great cigar room, humid room. So many different options. It was overwhelming. But yeah, it was good, and I wanted to buy more, but I knew I wouldn't be able to smoke them before they started drying out. I don't have a humidor of my own, so it's like I gotta smoke them within 10 days or they start going bad. Makeshift cigar using A4 paper and grass from the floor. I got a hay bale for the bunnies. Put some of that shit in a cigar. Probably better than Philly blunt. I'll tell you that. I love cigars. If I weren't married, I'd probably have lung cancer. So cheers to my wife for keeping me alive. Chop, I love that fucking quote. I want that quote in my quotes list. Chop, I wouldn't get one over 8 inches for your first one. Chop 2019. $100 Cubans. God damn. Best I ever had. God damn, man, I'm jealous. I couldn't afford a $100 Cuban. I'd feel guilty spending that much. Hell, I feel a little guilty spending the $19 for these two. They had some decent packs there. It was like a sealed, humidified package of 5 cigars for like $30. And I'm like, this is good. Like, they were the ones they had in the back for 10, 12, 15 a piece. And the guy who was working at the... I think it was the dude who owned the place, honestly. I think it was the dude who owns it. Was like, you basically get 1 cigar for free if you buy the 5. And I almost bought one, but I was like, no, there's no chance I'm going to be able to do it. I only get to smoke when my wife's out of town because she doesn't like the way it smells on my, beard, body. So I don't, I live without it. She lets me drink. So, but goddamn. This is good. I'm happy. Thank you, Chop. Chop is a wealth of knowledge about any vice that you could have. Too acidic, don't have a long enough wet and warm season. Totally buy it. Yeah, tobacco is real specific. You can't grow it up north even at all. God, I gotta get a... I have a third of an acre in my backyard. For a backyard, it's huge. Like, the dogs can run around, although they don't because they're blind. Well, one of them's blind. The kids don't use it. When I put up the playset, I'll put it like way in the back. It takes me like 2-3 hours to mow the lawn, and that's with a riding lawnmower. But like, I want to put up a vegetable garden because I used to have one when I lived up north, and it was a small, tiny one. I could build a huge fucking vegetable garden here, but I never have the money or time. I want to do it one year. Whew, this stream has rapidly turned into a discussion of cigars, which is fine. Do some research. Get a variety pack. I really enjoyed the Monte Cristos. They were good. That's what I got from the Dominican. I bought like a 6-pack. Smoked them with a friend of mine. We had a great fucking time. God, it was so awesome. That was one hell of a vacation. Just constant drinking and smoking and relaxing. If the weather was nicer, I would have done a little bit more snorkeling, because I like that too. I really enjoy snorkeling. I got one of those, underwater cameras with a tripod, so I can, stick it down there and look at all the fish and fucking urchins. I really like snorkeling. Marriage saves your life. You're damn right it did. I've told my wife, I'm like, if I hadn't met you and married you, I would have been married again. Like, somebody would have came along and I would have married them. But just marriage and kids was in my nature. Like, I've always wanted to be a dad. And it's great. Being a dad is awesome. I have no regrets about it. And my kids, all 3 of them, are amazing for different reasons. They're all unique. They're all special and awesome. But if I had never had kids and got married, I'd probably drink a lot, smoke a lot, and play a lot of D&D. Which sounds good, but ultimately I'd go to bed at night thinking about how lonely I was. So I have no regrets. I love my wife and my family. Salawide used to blow a shit ton of money on cigars when he went to the Caribbean. Yeah, I bet, because they're a lot cheaper down there. I looked at the prices of some of the ones from the Dominican, and I'm like, shit, I paid half the price when I was in the Dominican, and even then I felt like I was being hustled. But I knew that they were making money and that I was getting them cheap. So everybody won. Montes are nice, yeah. Chop invented vices. I mean, having a humidor isn't the issue, Chop. It's the amount of time that I actually get to smoke. I mean, we've been here, what, like an hour already? And this thing is still running. My wife, I can't get away for an hour. If I do, I want to play some Sea of Thieves. Or whatever I'm up to at the time. Grow my own tobacco. That'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind doing that. I mean, I could do it around here. They grow it quite. I've seen cotton fields. I've seen tobacco fields. I'd like to do vegetables because everybody can enjoy them. Fuck, I got to do that this year. If I have enough money, come summer, well, come spring, really, I should set up a vegetable plot. It's a lot of work, and my wife has been pretty clear on the fact that that's my job. If I want to do it, it's all me. I'm like 7 or 8 chat messages up here. I'm trying to get through them all, but you guys are so great with your discussions. I would need to use hydroponics or a greenhouse. Maybe. Turning into a 4chan post. I've never had marijuana, Haselech, and I've talked about this before. I've never done any illegal drugs. I've never had pot. If it were legal, I would try some. Definitely. 100%. But because it's illegal, I don't do it. Like, I feel like tobacco, Scotch, that's good enough. Like, I don't need more than that. And a lot of people do pot, and I've seen people, like, I've been at parties. Not parties, really, but, like, events. It was a birthday party where people were doing marijuana. I could have done some. I didn't do it, It just wasn't my thing. And I used to be really against it. When I was younger, I was like really anti-pot. And I don't know why. I think because school just ingrained it into me that pot is bad. If you do pot, you're going to become a drug addict. You got to stay away from it. And it was a fucking lie. It really was. The school told me a lot of lies that I believed. More Scotch, motherfuckers. And one of them was that pot was bad for you and it would lead to hard drugs. I don't believe that anymore. It's clearly not true. Just like going to college is important for your career. That's not true either. In fact, I want my kids to not go to college. I want them to become electricians and plumbers and shit. Fuck! I dropped my cigar. It's almost gone. Because they'll make way more money and they won't have tons of debt. Keep up with us, Doc. Okay, I need to read all of the things. Ah, gross. Cigars do leave a horrible taste in your mouth afterwards, though. The growing and drying process. Nice. Dope is overrated? Because I'm old. Hey, Canes! Canes and I are old. We're both old and have families together. I'm glad you can make it, dude. Cuba has no soil. It's all imported and conditioned. No shit. College is a waste. Yeah, I agree. It really is. Especially nowadays. Back when I went, it was bad, but it wasn't crushing like it is now. And kids that come out of high school now are told that if you don't go to college, you're nothing. Like, if you don't go to college, then you are either a McDonald's employee or you go into the Army. And first off, fuck you for telling people that going into the Army is not worthwhile. I deeply respect anyone who serves for our country. Anyone. And it's wrong of high school. I don't know if it's this way anymore, and I don't know if it's this way in the South where I live, where, you know, we have a military base right next door. But when I was in school, they basically told you if you went into the military, you were less of a person. So fuck you, because our military is great, and the people I've met in the military are great people. And I'm deeply offended that there was such an anti-military propaganda when I went to high school up north, that it made people feel like the military was like a fallback career. You know what I mean? Like, if I could have gone in the military, I was never in shape, I was never good enough. If I could have gone in the military, I should have. Because those people are heroes. Straight up. Actually, the only reason you're not a mod is because I don't need them. Like, my audience, my fans are so well behaved and good people that I have almost no problems. And the few times I do, they get banned immediately. Going in the Marines or Air Force. Good for you, Chop. Cheers, buddy. Cheers to Chop. Serving our country. Yeah. Your aunt pounded it into you. High school counselors pounded it into you. They basically made it sound like if you didn't go to college, you weren't going to make it. And the people who make the most money are the ones who focus on careers that need doing. Plumbers, electricians, construction. You cannot outsource that. You can outsource what I do, and they do, and they fuck it up all the time. But people, like, I like them and all, they're great, but they outsource a lot of tech jobs. And it shows when the quality of the product isn't good enough, like for Americans. And, like, you can outsource a tech job, but you cannot outsource the guy who fixes your fucking toilet. You know what I mean? And that guy makes $100,000 a year if they're good, if they own their own business. Alright, trying to catch up here. Whew, man, you guys are so good with the comments tonight. I love it. This is why I love doing these streams, because we talk about shit that really matters. Canada doesn't have a military. America's hat. Yeah, sorry, man. You don't need it. Like, the U.S. needs it because we police the world. I mean, it's true. It's not necessarily good. And there's a lot of books out there that talk about why a military-focused society is bad. But we've been that way since World War II, and it's done well for us, you know. I respect our military quite deeply. Oxy just wants the blue name. Auto tech jobs are empty. You can walk in any dealer and get a job now. Can't find anyone in my area. Who are you talking to? So I mentioned earlier, I use Restream.io, so I'm streaming to YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch at the same time. So if you're not getting all the chat that I see, it's because it's on YouTube. Nobody's on Mixer. Gotcha. We're good. I'm all caught up now. Woot. Restream is great. I don't know why more people don't use it, honestly, because you can reach out to so many different platforms. If you're a Twitch fan, you want to be on Twitch, you want to donate through Twitch, you know, you're missing out if you just do YouTube. My primary audience is via YouTube because I did YouTube for years. And if you like my content, if you like my streams, you should definitely check out my YouTube. There's so many videos backlogged there. Uh-oh. I'm running out of cigar, and I'm running out of lit portions here as well. Fuck, this is a good cigar. I don't care if I overpaid for the cigar they were trying to get rid of. It's pretty good. As is the Scotch. Two Cows. Aw, Canes, man. You and me grew up in the same era of the internet. 2cows.com. And then, of course, I named my first base 2Cow on 2B2T, the Anarchy server, 2 Cows. I don't know if anybody got that other than you and me. Don't get runs in your tobacco. I don't know what that means. Ugh. I could go for a nap now, but I gotta get on the sea. I gotta sail. I gotta plunder some booty. What's it like having 4K subs? No different than when I had 500, man. It's a select few people who really pay attention and join all the streams and watch every video. Most of my videos get like 100 views or whatever before they fizzle out. It's only when I do like really topical and or what's the word? Clickbait titles that I get more than a few. That Etika video that I did about Etika's last Minecraft server being 2B2T got a lot of views, but whew. I can tell you what, I'm gonna sail in Sea of Thieves later, but I'm not gonna be very good. I'm gonna crash into a lot of shit. When your cigar starts burning unevenly until you get a line running through your cigar. Yeah, I don't think I've got that going on. And maybe I do. It's all concentrated to the lower half. This cigar is basically done, though. If I start going through more than this, I'm gonna start burning my lips. Ah, damn it. I don't fucking know where it went then. I swear I put it with the towels. Rip Etika. Thank you, Just Rez. I appreciate it. Some people took offense to it, but I think it had to be said. I wasn't trying to imply that the reason Etika killed himself was to B2T, but, you know, the video was a little on the clickbaity side. It definitely implied that it was in the title, but if you listen to the whole video, it didn't say that. I've got to rewatch your OHOL live stream to see if I was in it. You were in the last one, John. We did a thing together. 7:30 already. It's starting to get cold out here. I've gone through plenty of my Johnny Walker Red and a lot of the cigar. If I smoke much more of the cigar, I'm probably going to fall asleep. So good, though. Well, let's end the stream with some more questions. You guys got any questions for me? Anything? We'll talk about video games more. I kind of wish I could blow smoke circles, but I don't have the skill for that. Yo Boy Charles asks, what state am I in? That I'm not going to say, although I think it's pretty... I think people know. But I'm in the South. Somewhere below the Mason-Dixon. Bye, Oxy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Oxy is one of my oldest friends from 2B. Guys, if you don't know what 2B2T is, man, I don't know where to start you off. Anarchy server, oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft. Same map for, God, I don't know how long. It's been like since 2012, I think they started the map, and they haven't reset once. Real good. Unfortunately, I can't play there anymore because of the queue, but plus I'm sick of Minecraft. Chop says he can blow O's. Used to be able to, at least. The Holocrene era? Holocrene? I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. What is that? 9 years. 9 years. I joined 2B2T in 2013. And at that point, it was a well-established server and well-known for being the worst server on Minecraft. I still think I coined the term the worst server on Minecraft. Oh my god, she found them! Yes! Where? Oh, I'm so happy she found them. Fuck me, that was really bothering us. I mean, my son, he's 10 years old, but he has an attachment to this thing. He can't sleep without it. Like, he can, but it really bothers him if he can't find it. I'm glad she fucking found them. Holy shit. That relieves me so much. They were in the last place you would think. Lucas's suitcase. Oh, I did put them in the suitcase, didn't I? Fuck me, I did. Oh, shit. Along with the deodorant. Fuck, I wish I'd remembered that. That would have saved her a lot of time. I knew it was there. I knew they just didn't know where they were. Whew! Score. Now I don't have to worry about that. One less thing. Cheers for prayers being answered. What if your kids found my YouTube channel? My sons know that I do a YouTube channel. I let them stream every once in a blue moon. I don't worry about it because I don't say anything there that I don't actually agree with or have said to them. I don't think I've ever I've never said that I regret having kids, because I certainly don't. I love my kids. They're great, but I don't want them to find 2B2T. It's a nasty place. How's the beard straightening going? I don't know. I did it once. It straightened it out quite a bit. I haven't been taking care of the beard since then because I don't feel like I have the time. It's only been one day. But I'll probably straighten it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm fucked up, man. Oh, and I fucked up by putting it in the thing and forgetting. She's... It was Luke's suitcase the whole time. Should have looked through all the bags. Yep. So glad you found it, though. I was freaking out. Fuck! Autocorrect. I'm so bad at typing right now. Freaking out. I don't feel anything in my fingers. Oh, shit. Alright. That's it. This thing is basically gone. It's a nub. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to take a little break. And then I'm going to come back, play some Sea of Thieves tonight. If you like Sea of Thieves, join me in probably about half an hour. Got to keep the beard moisturized and skin clean. Yep. I got beard balm. Whew. Thanks, yo boy Charles. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. The little stream we did. And time for another Johnny Walker. No way, man. I don't think I could walk back into the house if I had another one. I'm kind of... Fuck. I'm outside. And, well, obviously. And, I've got my webcam, microphone, Johnny Walker. I gotta make, 2-3 trips. It's fucking dark. For the cigar. Toss the remainder into this pile over here. Oh. Shit. That's good. I could fall asleep right now and sleep till the morning, man. It'd be good. But I want to do some Sea of Thieves. I got so many quests I gotta get rid of before this live stream on Saturday. Madam Giggles missed the early stream, but we'll catch the SOT. Good. I hope you'll be there. Good times, good stream. Love it. Thanks, Solowide. Dr. Wifey. Oh man, I can barely type. Come up to Ohio. That's a long trip and also cold. I don't miss the snow at all. Bored. Sorry, Just Rest. Sorry you're bored, dude. I am not bored. I've got too much to do to be bored. Like, I want to stream all weekend, but I got to do stuff with my mom. Take her out, get her new car. I told her I'd take her to dinner as well. I still have some cleaning to do around the house. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be all video games. Just chill. Just one day off, man. Just fucking video games and streaming and fun times. Make booze. Smoke cigars. Yeah, jeez. It sounds good, man. That's a good reason to come to Ohio. Yeah. Alright, well, 5 more minutes. More questions. Anybody have any questions for me before I fall asleep? Stream car shopping. That would be an incredibly boring stream. Oh, God. My mom being like, I don't know. I don't like this car. It's too whatever. Oh, shit. I'm off my rocker right now. I don't know if I can get back inside. Combination of alcohol and nicotine has kicked my ass. Maybe I'll take a power nap. 20-minute nap before I do the stream. Oh, shit. Yeah, like I said, I don't need marijuana because the tobacco, the nicotine, and the alcohol is good enough for me, man. It's cold and dark outside. Why did your hair fall off the top of your head to your bottom? I don't know, man. Genetics, I guess. It's all gone up here. Like, I shave it because I don't like it, but it don't grow up here no more. If I grew my hair out, I would look like one of those monks in the... Like in the, Robin Hood. Like, the Friar Tuck little ring around my head. 7 mixed drinks last night. I get what you're feeling. Nice. Oof, half Crown and Coke. Nice. I have some soda left over from Christmas Eve party for the Scouts, so I'm gonna mix that with shit. I bought a lot of vodka. I bought a lot of drinks today. I spent $40 at the ABC store. Of course, the Johnny Walker Red being the main one, but I also bought some Captain Morgan for the Pirate stream on Saturday. And I bought some like flavored vodka, like dirt cheap, like $7 raspberry no, it's punch flavored, fruit punch flavored vodka. So I can mix that with some fruit punch and have some super fun punch flavor. My beard is starting to grow gray. I can see gray in it. I think you can probably see it on the stream even a little bit. It's getting too long. I gotta shave it down. I was holding it out for the beard straightener. But even then, it's like, my wife's like, yeah, it's not even. You gotta trim it. So, I'll do that. Vodka will give you the biggest headache ever. Oh, jeez. I haven't drank any water. I got a massive thing of water here. I haven't had any. I'm probably gonna regret that. So I should start drinking it. Alright, that's enough. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes or so. Maybe longer because of the not being at my full capacity, trying to get shit ready to go. I gotta bring all the laptop and shit inside and set it all back up. But I'll be live streaming Sea of Thieves tonight, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then I'll play till I fucking need to go to sleep because I got nothing. No kids, Just the dog's going to wake me up at like 6 in the morning to go outside, and then I'll probably go right back to bed. So, Doc, Solowide, enjoy your nap, Doc. Dick. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for liking the stream, following, subscribing. Anything else you guys want to do? Donate. Like the stream. Shit facing the stake up till 1 a.m. Waking up at 6:30 to go hunting. Oh god, that just sounds awful. Whenever I go hunting, first off, I wake up earlier than 6:30. I wake up at like 4 or 5. Then walk out in the woods. It's been a couple years, unfortunately. I gotta find a place to hunt down here. I miss it. I gotta get that meat. Gotta get that deer meat. But for now, I'm happy to play video games and live stream and stuff. Pass out in my chair. That never happened. Don't lie. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.